everyone. Thank you for popping onto my channel here at Charmed Tarot. I am Kelly and I will be doing a card reading for you today. So let me go ahead and get switched over here so that you can see the cards that you can choose from. Okay, so as you can see here, we have 3 piles of cards. And I want you to take a second to take a deep breath. Breathe it all in, then breathe it all out. I know we have a lot to release as a collective right now. There's a lot of really hard things going on in the world right now. So take a second to give yourself some space to release anything that may be weighing heavily on you or making you feel just kind of stagnant and unable to move forward with your week. And give yourself some more space to trust your own intuition. Now, once you do that, take a few breaths and do that. I want you to look at the cards. And now this is for the collective. This is for everyone. So don't worry about that one. That's for everybody. And I want you to choose the pile that you feel resonates most with you. And a lot of people wonder, they're like, okay, so which one, how do I know which one resonates with me? How do I know that? Look at them. We have 1, 2, and 3, or we have the Howlite, the Snowflake Obsidian, and the Aura Quartz. Boom. Which one comes to mind first? Which one? Whichever one it was, that's your one. Whichever one you feel drawn to, that's the one. And then trust yourself that that's the one. Trust it. And if you kind of go back and forth between more than one pile, then guess what? There's no divination police here, okay? You can have more than one pile. Maybe there's more than one message here for you today. Okay, so now then, let's get started. Are you ready? Okay, let's get started with pile number 1, or the Howlite. Now today I am using also, just as a heads up, the Starseed Oracle and the, oh my gosh, I'm having a total brain fry. I can't find the box, but I will find the name of the deck and put that in the list below. I know what the name of the deck is, but for some reason it's evading me at the moment. So we'll just move on with this and come back to that. All right, so if you chose pile number 1, my dears, we have the 6 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, and creative accountability. Okay, guys, so let's look at this a little bit deeper, shall we? Okay, so what I'm getting from this, from the 6 of Cups and the Ace of Cups, and the artist manifestation, creative accountability, is you have some healing from past trauma or past scripts or past habits or experiences, whatever it may be. You have some very deep healing to be done so that you can move forward. Because a lot of times you can tell when you have these things coming up that you need to work on, that you need healing from your past, but you just don't want to, right? Because they're hard. It's tough. I get it. This was my pile this week. So I'm right there with you if this is you. I get it. Dealing with stuff from the past isn't easy. And it's going to be overwhelming. It's going to be a lot of emotion. It's going to be tough. But again, this is a gift. To be able to heal is a gift. And it will be so worth it. And in order to do that, try using creativity to heal. Try journaling, writing, painting, whatever it is that is a creative outlet for you, or maybe try something new. Your life is a canvas. This is for you. And you can heal your past by expressing it creatively. So if you have some shadow work and some stuff you've been ignoring that's coming up, now is the time to embrace it. Allow yourself to be overwhelmed by the emotion. It's okay. It's okay, because love is going to come from this. Come at it from a place of love. And you can work through it creatively in order to heal. So that is my advice for you this week. Work on that shadow work. Use creativity as your tool. All right, so let's put this here so you guys can hopefully still see it. Oh, Everyday Witch Tarot. There we go. That's the name of the tarot deck. See, it came to me. All right, next we have pile number 2, or the Snowflake Obsidian. All right, here we go. All right, guys. We have the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to move our collective card right over here for a second so I have more space and you guys can see this. And your Starseed Oracle card says, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. So this all comes together very nicely. As a tarot reader, these are the types of cards you love to see because they all really play off of each other so well and they come together and tell such a beautiful story. So this may be a rough week for you as well. There are things coming up, karmic lessons that you are having to pay your dues for, that you are having to face, you are having to work through. Now is the time to do that. And there's no getting around it, right? The Wheel of Fortune is all about that, just part of the cycle. Things are changing, things are moving, and there's really nothing, and some things are just, that's part of life. You know, we can't always control those things, and that's okay. It's part of the journey. The good news is, though, is that once we kind of get through these changes, good is always on the other side. You know, so keep working through it. And the Chariot just asks you to keep working through it, even though it's hard. Remember your strength, remember your power, remember your purpose. You can do this. You can do this. And it's okay sometimes to have to go in here, because let down your guard and just come at this knowing that, hey, I'm uprooting this stuff. I'm saying I'm sorry. I'm working through it. Be open, be honest, be kind, be humble, and just keep going. Don't stop just because it gets hard. This is all part of the journey. It is part of your karmic lesson in this life, or this part of your life, to work through these things that you may be feeling guilt for. Okay? So if there's someone you need to say sorry to for a certain situation or action or behavior or whatever it may be, this is the time to do it. And it's not only going to bring healing to them, but will bring healing to you too. Okay? All right. So that is our pile number 2 there. Right here so you guys can kind of see that. My goodness, a lot of healing needing to go on this week, which makes sense. Which makes sense with our state of the world and all the retrogrades and everything going on. Okay, now then, pile number 3, or the Aura Quartz, my favorite. Let's move that to the side here. Okay, let's see what we have for you guys. Aha! Aha! Okay, we have the Hierophant, the Hanged One, and it says, forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. This is important. This is important, guys. So this is basically saying you may feel as though you have been stuck and stagnant and following the status quo and kind of following societal traditions and organized ways of thinking, and maybe just more traditional ways of approaching life and viewing things, and your perspectives may have just been more traditional. And now it's time for you to start relearning these things. Don't be afraid to go your own way. Don't be afraid to challenge the status quo. Don't be afraid to challenge traditional institutions of society, of family, of learning. It's okay to challenge those things. That's how we learn. It's how we grow. And it can be scary to do that. But don't be afraid to be the one who paves the new path. Be the leader you wish you had. If you feel like you don't have anyone to lead you, then guess what? There's probably 5 other people out there that wish they had someone to lead them down that path. And you can be that person for them. You've got this. It's time for you to surrender to this feeling that you have no power or control to stand up and use your own voice. That's not true. You do. You have the ability. You have so much potential and opportunity. And there are so many important things for you to learn and for you to share with the world. But sometimes we just have to go our own path to get there. So don't be afraid. You've got this. It's time. You've been here long enough, and you know it's time, right? You can tell. You're just feeling kind of stuck. It just doesn't feel right. You know you have some new perspectives wanting to come out and wanting to explore. It's time. All right, guys. Now then. So those are our 3 card piles. Now then, let's see what the wild card for the collective said. And I am using the Super Attractor deck here by Gabrielle Bernstein. It says the universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love. I'll repeat that. The universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love. That is so powerful for us. I know for me, it's so easy when we're kind of going about our everyday lives to kind of just get stuck in our routine or kind of get stuck in negative thought processes and ways of looking at things. And so I feel like that kind of can cause so many domino effects, right? Where it's like, oh, well, I feel negative and the negative things happening, where sometimes all we really need is that little mind shift of abundance, that little mind shift of positivity. And then before we know it, everything can kind of start falling back into place. The energy we put out there is very important, especially now, more than ever now. So that it is for this week, my dears. I hope everyone found a message for themselves here today. If you did not, I'm so sorry. Just know that you can come back and watch this anytime. The message may come at another time for you. It may not be just yet in this week. Maybe you need to go a little bit further into the week, but this video will be here whenever you want to watch it. So if you want to see more of me, you can check me out on Instagram or Facebook. Obviously I'm here on YouTube. You can find all of the links to those places on my YouTube page, or just look me up as Charmed Tarot, because I'll be there under that. Or you can check out my site at www.charmedtarot.com if you'd like to book a private tarot reading with me, or reach out to me and send me an email. I'm always down to chat. Don't hesitate to reach out. Let me know below in the comments which one you chose and how that pertains to your life right now, and just let me know how you're doing, because man, it's hard right now. It's tough. The world has a lot going on right now. So let me know how you're doing. I hope you're all doing well. Sending you all so much love. Thank you for joining me here today. Thank you so much for picking a pile and giving me the opportunity to read for you and do what I love. Until next time. Bye, guys.